Hey everybody, Panthers here, 822 here. We are finally going to get back into Dragon Age Inquisition. It makes me really happy that we're actually able to finally actually get back into the game. I was having some issues with my desktop, so I basically told it to do a master reset, and then pretty much, but it's weird, so I apologize. So at the beginning of the last, or at the end of the last game, we had basically gotten through more or less the prologue, as it were. And now what we're going to be doing is we're going to go into the hinterlands. There's some things we really do actually need to do in the hinterlands, in order to kind of push the storyline. So we're going to spend a little bit of time in the hinterlands. There's a lot to do in the hinterlands, a lot, and you don't have to do all of it. That was actually the when the wife and I first played the game, we thought we had to do everything in the hinterlands first, and you don't, because if you end up trying to do everything in the hinterlands, you will waste a lot of gameplay. I mean, you'll level and whatnot, but you'll be doing a lot of non-important stuff, and so basically we've there's some things we have to do in the hinterlands, and then there are other things we don't. So and come on. Again, I'm using a laptop, so the it's not quite behaving as fast as my desktop, but that's okay. I might actually spend a little time today. I might actually try and see if I can get my desktop to behave, at least with this particular game, and go from there. All right. game is taking forever to load. I'm really sorry about this, guys.
Does it trouble you?
It stops spreading and it doesn't hurt.
We take our victories where we can. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
What harm could there be in powering up something we barely understand?
Hold on to that sense of humor. May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Yep, sorry about that, guys.
And I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
Anderan Atishan.
You speak Elven.
You just heard the entirety of it, I'm afraid.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
That's an impressive bunch of titles.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
Well, that was quick.
That didn't take long.
Shouldn't they be busy arguing over who's going to become divine?
Some are calling you, a Dalish elf, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Let's see here.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading...
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
At the moment, I'm not entirely positive.
I'm not sure how I should feel.
The Chantry has decided that for you, it seems.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign. And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
Let's see here.
Will the Chantry attack us?
With what? They have only words at their disposal.
And yet, they may bury us with them.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
I'll see what she has to say.
You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Alright, welcome to the war table. So basically we have the Orlesian side, which we can't really do anything with at the moment, and then we've got our side. So we're gonna come here. And so this is basically kind of talking about what's available. So, scout the hinterland.
My scouts still comb the hills for clues about the explosion. I'll take what I can find.
Accept. Venture forth. And at the moment we've only got 3 party members we can choose from. That will change though. Alright. Gonna get into the hinterlands, gonna explore a little bit. I apologize for the connection, guys. Unfortunately, my internet speed is really just not the best, nor the most reliable, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, it tends to be a little wonky, so... The game also seems a bit slow on my laptop, so I apologize for kind of the speed issues. Thank you, sweetie. It's just interesting considering that I'm actually hardwired into my modem, so I mean I should actually be getting a pretty solid connection, or at least a stable connection. But come on. It's thinking about it. uh... Well, when it decides to finally load, it behaves, but it just takes forever. It's kind of annoying, actually.
What? Bark, bark.
That's alright. Once we're actually fully in the hinterlands, I'm not really planning on traveling anywhere else. So...
Stay.
Oh, we got music. Come on.
Herald of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach. It's odd for a Dalish elf to care what happens to anyone else, but you'll get no backtalk here. That's a promise. Inquisition Scout Harding, at your service. Well, all of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
Ugh.
You heard of me?
I'm starting to worry about these stories that everyone's heard.
Oh, there's nothing to worry about. They only say you're the last great hope for Thedas.
Oh, wonderful.
The hinterlands are as good a place as any to start fixing things. We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster. I grew up here, and people always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse, we couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows if he's even still alive. Mother Giselle's at the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
Alright. let's take a look here. Something's updated. Okay. Oh, no. Don't want to talk to him. There we go. Alright, I do want to talk to her, though.
This might interest you, sir.
What is it?
See for yourself, sir.
Okay. As I trap myself. Alright. I need to go down. Into the hinterlands we go.
Mother Giselle cannot be far.
Alright. Whoa.
Flush them out.
Wow, my audio is like
Inquisition forces. They're trying to protect the refugees.
really, really off.
Looks like they could use a hand.
We are not Templars. We mean you no harm.
Doesn't look like they're listening.
Be ready. More coming our way.
the end of it.
There are mages here who can heal your wounds. Lie still.
Don't touch me, Mother. Their magic is...
Turn to noble purpose. Their magic is surely no more evil than your blade.
What?
Hush, dear boy. Allow them to ease your suffering.
Mother Giselle?
I am. And you must be the one they are calling the Herald of Andraste.
That'd be me.
I'm told you asked for me.
I know of the Chantry's denouncement, and I am familiar with those behind it. I won't lie to you. Some of them are grandstanding, hoping to increase their chances of becoming the new divine. Some are simply terrified. So many good people, senselessly taken from us.
What happened was horrible.
Fear makes us desperate, but hopefully not beyond reason. Go to them. Convince the remaining clerics you are no demon to be feared. They have heard only frightful tales of you. Give them something else to believe.
That won't just make it worse.
Because you are a mage?
That too.
Let me put it this way. You needn't convince them all. You just need some of them to doubt. The power is the unified voice. Take that from them and you receive the time you need.
It's good of you to do this.
I honestly don't know if you've been touched by fate, or sent to help us, but I hope. Hope is what we need now. The people will listen to your rallying call, as they will listen to no other. You could build the Inquisition into a force that will deliver us, or destroy us. I will go to Haven and provide Sister Leliana the names of those in the Chantry who will be amenable to a gathering. It is not much, but I will do whatever I can.
Corporal Vale is coordinating the Inquisition's efforts in the area. We should speak with him.
take all the items. Let's see. Okay. Take some things there. Alright, some of these letters are actually really cool. Some of them aren't. I generally don't read them, so I'll let them read them. I'll let you guys read them. Starting to get a little annoyed with something.
Commerce restored and adored. I've many goods here if you wish to trade.
I'm gonna try something. I don't know if this idea is gonna work or not. But we will see.
Welcome back.
See? What did I tell you?
Thank you.
You there? Can you help my wife? Please, I beg you.
What's wrong with your wife?
She gets sick when the weather's foul. Can't catch her breath like cobwebs in her lungs. Our son Hindle makes a potion that lets her breathe. He's the only one who can make it, but he's joined that cult in the hills. Please, get to him and tell him what's wrong. Without that potion, she'll die.
Alright, so we've got... We've got that, so...
Could be better.
I've wondered, how did you know to approach us, Solas? The breach opened, we were scrambling and barely had time to think, and there you were.
I went to see the breach for myself. I did not know you would be there.
You must not have been far away.
I was not. I'd come to hear of the conclave, but did not want to get close.
Lucky for us, then.
That's the last of the bread. Going to be a long, hungry night.
These people need food.
There are rams out in the hills. Good eating, cooks easy, and no lords around to kill you for poaching. Too dangerous to go hunting now. More likely to find mages than mutton.
Good luck.
Luck won't fatten your ribs.
Alright, these are kind of important. Mainly because they kind of mark areas for you, so they're actually pretty important.
Of course.
We'll see. I suppose you're right.
You're with the Inquisition. Corporal Vale, thanks for your help. The Mages and Templars don't seem to care who gets caught in their war. The refugees here are in dire need of help. If the war doesn't kill them, cold or starvation will.
So what can we do to help?
What other problems do these refugees face?
We've got some injuries that go beyond stitches and elf fruit. I know healers are in short supply, but if you can find someone in Redcliffe to help us, it would save a lot of lives.
You were concerned about refugees starving?
Yes. Many of them brought food, but they expected to be home by now, or safe in a city. There's a hunter up the hill who had some ideas.
Is there anything we can do to help people deal with the cold?
I asked the Inquisition to send blankets. You'd think I was asking for a wagon of raw Lyria. A recruit named Whittle is trying to make what we can bring in last. If you have any ideas, talk to him across the road.
Alright, anything else?
What can you tell me about the rebel mages?
The real rebels are up north in Redcliffe, dug in and taking care of their own. The ones out here are just apostates, locked up in the circles all these years, and now they've gone mad with power. The rebels in Redcliffe have washed their hands of them. I wish we could do the same.
What can you tell me about the Templars?
All the Templars were called to Val Royeaux not long ago. These bastards ignored the order. Now they're killing rebel mages, along with any refugees they think are mage sympathizers. Every Templar I've ever known has wanted to protect the common folk. These men defile their order's good name.
What can you tell me about the man who's supposed to be getting horses for the Inquisition?
Horsemaster Dennett. He lives on a farm to the west. Tough old fella. We haven't heard from him. Best we can tell, he's holed up until the Mages and Templars are done killing each other.
Farewell.
And you as well.
Alright. So we've got some directions we can go and honestly kind of need to go. I'm going this way. Jump over this.
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's bring up our map so that we can... Alright, so each of these diamonds is a different is something. Some of them are linked, some of them aren't. So what think we might focus on here. So I think we'll focus on that.
True enough. Good day. Welcome back.
Maker, I hope it's not me.
Thank you.
Take that. Actually, I think what we need to do is actually come back up. Because if I remember it, yeah, we've got to go up to the camp. And then we've got to go around, because once... It's the camp. There's a particular section of the camp that just kind of leads us directly to where we need to go as far as... Well, that's somebody's house. I guess we can deal with this here real quick. We're here. Anything else? Oh, we're in the general vicinity. But, oh, got more elf fruit. Supplies are actually kind of needed in this game. You use these for different things. Use them for dyes. You use them for potions. You use them for quite a number of things, actually. So...
apostate! The apostates have fled to the hills.
Come on. Why aren't you letting me loot it? See here. Got some leather.
The fighting between the mages and the Templars has cost too many innocent lives.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one. Get back here, at least in range. It's a Finnig. I don't need a Finnig. Cool. Not quite what I need. Oh, there we go. There we go. Haha.
Goodbye.
Dead.
Alright, we've got to get a couple more of these.
One more for me.
Got some ram horns, some meat. We've got 3. Got some rock material that we can grab here real quick. Always a good idea to grab this stuff, especially when you're trying to refine stuff, so... Cool, got some more ram's meat.
I have heard that your books are very popular, Master Tethras.
I do all right.
I am glad of it.
Really? No sarcasm? No superior attitude?
We live in a dark and angry time, Child of the Stone. So much of what people believe has come crashing down. If you bring them a little peace with the worlds you make between the pages, you have done more than most.
Yeah. Interesting words of wisdom from you. Sorry, again, due to the fact that I've already gone through and played this game, there are things that I know. And unfortunately, I'm trying not to spoil them for you, but I may not be doing the best of jobs, so... Alright. We've got 6 out of the 10 ram's meats that we need. Get back here. need 2 more. Maybe not. Maybe. Only 1 more? Let's find out. Oh, no. Still need 2 more. Not that I heard. I did. Get back here. Alright, we need 1 more. My tummy goes growl. Alright, let's see here. Ah.
That may be worth investigating.
Okay. Is it a ram or is it a fennec? Tis a ram.
Make it take you!
There it is. Alright, that should be the last one. Cool. Alright, so we've got all the ram's meat to give to him. So we are gonna go back down. We're gonna give the meat to him, and then at that point, we're gonna call it good. At that point, I know it's not anything terribly exciting. Although I think we might go back to Haven for a minute and kind of explore a few things there just real quick.
Hopefully the Inquisition can find some way to help these people.
We are trying. That is actually the goal, is to help.
Good day. Mages, Templars, bandits, demons. Making it hard for a man to hunt for his supper.
Here, maybe this will help.
It more than helps. With this, I can fill these hungry bellies. Give these folks some hope. I didn't think much of the Inquisition. But no one else is helping like you lot. Maybe I was wrong.
Alright, so we've gained some influence there. And yeah, alright, let's see here. So we're gonna go to our map. Go to the world map. We're gonna go, and we are gonna travel back to Haven here real quick. Well, as quick as it'll allow us to, at least. We'd be able to get more through if the loading time wasn't taking so long. And still waiting. I may need to do some maintenance on the laptop a little more to see if I can't speed some things up a little bit. Because the loading screens in this game really actually normally don't take this long. This is really long. I think this is more taxing the computer a little bit, so. I'm trying to show you guys something back in Haven, but we'll see. Well, I got a little bit of music, along with a good solid flash and symbol down in the bottom right corner, so that's a good thing. Come on. There we go. Alright, so we want to actually come over here real quick.
If the Inquisition wants to field a decent cavalry, it needs better horses. I heard Seeker Pentecost might try to acquire suitable mounts from Master Dennett in the hinterlands.
Alright, we need to talk to... Well, not you. I need to talk to you.
Expected you'd be by. I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
Sturdy and warm. It's perfect.
Good. The world's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
Can you help improve my arms and armor?
Yes. You find a new piece, a pauldron or greaves, we'll take care of you. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, we'll make sure it's done right and proper.
Alright.
How did you come to be here?
Come from a little town called Lothering. Long gone now. I was in Redcliffe when the Darkspawn hit it during the Blight. Helped rebuild. Left when royalty decided it was time to hand the place over to the bloody mages. Ended up here. Just missed the boom. Can't decide if I'm the luckiest son of a bitch walking or the exact opposite.
You're still walking. That's always good.
True enough.
Alright. Let's see. Already did that one.
Who outfits the Inquisition soldiers?
Not me, not me. I've got work to do. Can't be passing a sword to every blighter who signs up. If you want to help the troops, talk to Thren, the quartermaster. She'll set up requisitions.
can you and your team make here?
Arms and armor. We work iron to blighted dragon bone if you've got it. Our designs are simple, but they get the job done. You want something fancy? Bring your own design. We'll see what we can do.
Alright, I think that's good for now.
Goodbye.
Right.
Alright, so here's the really cool thing. Is that, you can go through and you can actually, one, you can improve just about anything. There are some things you can't improve, but there's a good portion of stuff that you can. A thing to note, anytime you need to upgrade Varric's weapon, you have to unarm Varric so that you can upgrade his crossbow and then you give it back to him. It doesn't work any other way. I don't know why they did that, but that's the way that it is. Alright, so let's take a look at this. It gives some things have 2 fields, some things have more than 2 fields. But basically, you click on the item, and then, like, cotton will give a plus 3% heal on kill, which is actually really bloody awesome. This gives a 4% barrier damage bonus, which is really cool. Honestly, the plus 3% heal on kill is awesome, so we're gonna do that. And then the iron gives a plus 2% attack, which is fine. And then we craft. And then it gives it a name, and we can rename it or we can leave it. I'm gonna leave it. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do the iron. And then that's fine, we'll do the silk. Craft, and we'll call that good. Let's see here, and we've already done that. Don't have anything there. So these are just basically your different, again, it's your different weapons, and if you've got something there, it will let you do it. Alright. So everything's good on that stand. Okay. Can't do anything with that one, at least at the moment, because we don't have the supplies. Same. Staff of the Dragon. There we go. And confirm. There we go. All right. And we can still do a grip, and a rune, and I don't have either at the moment, but that could change because I could always buy something, or I could come across something and craft it, so that's fine. Alright. Thanks.
Goodbye.
Right.
Alright, and now let's take a look at this. So this is our stuff, and then again, there's only so much that we can do, but we don't have enough. And this actually tells us what we need. So we need 7 cloth. So we need cloth, and we don't have any. Or we don't have enough. So we don't have enough. So this, the different items actually tell us how much we actually need in order to improve the different things. So we just don't have enough right now.
Another time, then.
Alright. Oh. We're gonna loot this. And this actually gave us some stuff, which is actually cool. So now I might actually go back to do that. Alright, so this is an apprentice coat. So let's come back. Alright, so the cotton... doesn't really give us much. We'll do that one though. Okay. So plus 8% heal bonus, which is actually really hopeful. Spirit distance. You know what? We'll just do the health. Okay. So we've got...
Good.
That. Alright, so let's now come over to our inventory here real quick. Alright, so if it has a little diamond on it, it's a new item. Or new item to the inventory at least. And it compares to our current weaponry. So... And honestly, at the moment for us, we're pretty much at the best that we've got, at least for us. Weaponry-wise. So let's take a look. Varric, again, I'm not going to give him a different weapon because there's no need. Solus, I don't think... Alright, this is the equipped one. Alright, so they both do the same amount of damage. 28 damage per second. +17 cold, +11 barrier, +11 barrier. Empty rune slot, empty rune slot. Okay. They're the same weapon. I'm just being blind. Okay. Cassandra. We don't really have any weapons to work with for her, so that will be fine. Alright, let's take a look at armor, though. Nope, don't have anything. Solus is this one here. Alright. So his current armor is the apprentice coat. The healing one is a much better armor for him, so we will give him that. Alright. So that's all the more that we can give him. Okay, Solus is not high enough. He needs to go up in 3 levels. Okay, so that's all fine. And at the moment, there's no other armor that's gonna beat what I currently have, so we will leave it. Oh, wait, no. We need to actually give it to him. There we go. I would explain why he wasn't running around in that stuff, so... Okay, so we've got everything there. How about accessories? We do not have any accessories at the moment. So... Alright, so we've got everything there. Cassandra is right here. Alright, let's talk to her real quick.
Ugh.
You're kind of a force of nature, aren't you?
When I need to be.
It's impressive.
You flatter me.
I'm trying.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
We're gonna go with 4.
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
We're gonna go with 1.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
It wasn't like you had no reason to suspect me.
I was determined to have someone answer for what happened. Anyone. You've said you believe you're chosen. Does that mean you believe in the Maker?
I believe he exists.
You do? I'm surprised, but I suppose it's comforting. Surely the Maker put us both on this path for a reason. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
Okay. I could have a little bit longer conversation with her, but at the moment I want to double check with the rest of our companions. No. Just Cassandra is out here right now. Okay. Let's go talk to Varric.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day. I'm just glad I'm still standing after all that. I still can't believe you survived Cassandra. You're lucky you were out cold for most of her frothing rage. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and Maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived. It's pure luck that I escaped. Good luck or bad? You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky, that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
All right.
When will you be able to get us the crafting supplies we need? If you're here to clean, Hess can get you a bucket and a broom. Anyone calls you knife here, come to me. Oh, you're him. Thren, Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site, maybe Harrick can get our troops better weapons.
What do you do here?
I make sure the Inquisition troops have food in their bellies and iron in their hands. Both are important. Lots of people expecting us to be heroes, marching all day to fight the demons. Turns out heroes need to dig latrines just like everyone else.
How does someone end up as quartermaster for the Inquisition?
I served for Eldon under Ten Loghain MacTier, best commanding officer this world has ever seen.
After they all turned on him at Denerim, though, there wasn't much use for people who held that opinion. King Alistair offered my services to the Inquisition, probably to get rid of me.
Alistair's not quite that person. Alistair tends to do things based off of common need.
Your loyalty to the man you served is admirable, Quartermaster.
Thank you. A lot of people seem to think they know what happened at Ostagar, but I was there. Tern Loghain never betrayed his king. If he'd brought the reinforcements, Darkspawn would have just killed everyone. He did what he had to do to save our country, and we betrayed him. I apologize. Sister Liliana told me I shouldn't talk about this. Just forget it.
If I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
Alright.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
So we've got that. Alright, so we need some Drakestone and some iron. Give me a minute, guys. Yes? Well, maybe it was the wrong door, maybe, yeah. Okay. So, different things require different items and different amounts, so... And again, this actually tells you. So, we've got the iron for this, but we don't have anything as far as the second item goes. And then we don't have enough iron for this, nor do we have... And we don't have enough for the Drakestone, but that's okay. Not terribly worried about it.
Thanks for checking anyway.
It's actually kind of important to do that. Alright, let's go over and deal with this mess.
Your kind killed the most holy. Lies. Your kind let her die. Shut your mouth, mage!
Enough!
Knight Captain.
That is not my title. We are not Templars any longer. We are all part of the Inquisition.
And what does that mean exactly?
Back already, Chancellor. Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you promised.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you.
Mages and Templars were already at war. Now they're blaming each other for the Divine's death.
Which is why we require a proper authority to guide them back to order.
Who? You? Random clerics who weren't important enough to be at the Conclave?
The Rebel Inquisition and its so-called Herald of Andraste? I think not.
Yeah, we're gonna go with option 2.
I don't know. The Inquisition seems about as functional as any young family.
How many families are on the verge of splitting into open warfare with themselves?
More than you think.
Yes, because that would never happen to the Chantry.
Centuries of tradition will guide us. We are not the upstart, eager to turn over every apple cart.
How widespread is the violence between mages and Templars?
Impossible to say.
Your organization flouting the Chantry's authority will not help matters.
With the Conclave destroyed, I imagine the war between mages and Templars is renewed with interest.
The mages and Templars are fighting, even though we don't know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
Exactly why all this should be left to a new divine. If you are innocent, the Chantry will establish it as so.
Or we'll be happy to use someone as a scapegoat.
You think nobody cares about the truth? We all grieve Justinia's loss.
But you won't grieve if the Herald of Andraste is conveniently swept under a carpet.
Yeah.
I'll make sure they see reason in Valroyo.
I pray you're right.
Alright. Need to come back. And then we'll do this.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood? To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing? You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
Don't ask me. I'm as baffled as you are.
You probably don't even worship the Maker. Lucky. He asks a lot. The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
Maybe you should be angry at the people who murdered her.
If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the Divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
Yeah, you'd be right about Dorian. All right.
Maybe you have another purpose. I could help you find it.
No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come, to work then. We will speak later. So it's true. Butler has stand on us. I hope my hunch was wrong.
You knew him well?
Not as well as I thought. Show me the reports. There were so many questions surrounding Farria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Farria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
Wait. What are you doing?
He betrayed us. He murdered my agent.
And you'd kill him? Just like that?
You find fault with my decision?
We can't solve our problems with murder.
And what would you suggest? Leave him be. Butler's betrayal put our agents in danger. I condemned one man to save dozens. I may not like what I do, but it must be done. I cannot afford the luxury of ideals at a time like this.
Now is precisely the time for ideals.
You feel very strongly about this. Very well. I will think of another way to deal with this man. Apprehend Butler, but see that he lives. Now, if you're happy, I have more work to do.
Alright, that's about as much conversation as we're gonna get out of her. There's not anything other than here. We can do more conversations with people. But I think at the moment... Oh, we've got one more person we need to talk to.
We'll have more poultices for the injured.
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador, if you can't prove it was founded on Justinian's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked his life to slow the magic of the breach. Master Lavelan, this is the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House d'Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denner, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
People have been injured. You can't just turn them out onto the snow.
And who benefits if they stay?
Divine Justinia, Marquis. The Inquisition, not the Chantry, is sheltering the pilgrims who mourn her.
Why is the Chantry ignoring the faithful?
Because it remains in shock. We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montilyet. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Do the d'Aurelions actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite their Ferelden relations, the Duralions are our legion. If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
I apologize for the intrusion. I didn't realize you were meeting with the Marquis.
You did little harm. In truth, the debate was most beneficial as practice for those to come.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
May I ask what brought you to the Inquisition?
Sister Leliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as...
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montillier.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas' politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
Alright guys, and this is actually where I'm going to leave it for the time being. I want to thank you so much for watching. It's always appreciated. Although before we close it out altogether, we should definitely save. And just because I am... $430. Yep, $430. Fantastic. Okay. And yeah, so anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. It is always appreciated. And until the next time, this is Panther 0822. Peace out, guys. Have a good night.